What's going on, guys? Welcome to
about
Panelit's Comic Books and More, your ultimate source for comic book related news, rumors, leaks, reviews, and creator interviews. We are live every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm your host, Pierre, and with me, our producer, Kyle, our safety blanket, Dimitri, and subbing in for Jeremiah because, again, we're not sure if he's with us anymore. He may or may not have been fired. So we have a surprise guest, though, in his place. First appearance. So, guys, if you want to say this episode, this is going to be maybe worth something one day. Someone you all know and love, the Cosmic Collector.
Hello.
Before we get into it, tell us real quick about your comment.
About my what?
Your comment. I don't know. That's what Kyle put in there. Kyle?
Content.
Oh, content. I was like,
good job,
what
Kyle.
did I say?
Good job. Our producer does everything, including that.
I want to check to see if I actually messed up.
Well, I'm on TikTok. I do Instagram. I just recently started doing YouTube. The first video goes up sometime next week. I just talk about comics. I talk about movies, video games. I do these grid videos that people like to be like, chop chop grid boy if I don't do them. So that's basically all I do.
And recently, a lot of followers over on TikTok. I noticed big number.
Thank you.
Big.
It was kind of out of nowhere. It was those grid videos that really did it. I was at like 15, 20, and then I started doing them. People were like, do more. And
people love those grid videos.
Thing.
Yeah.
Now I can't get away from it. So.
I see you doing one daily. So.
If I don't, I get a lot of comments.
That's funny. I feel like that's the same thing with us, 7 p.m. Eastern time. If we're not on, red flags go up everywhere and everyone's panicking.
Not as many though. Don't make it sound.
No. But it's a very, very great group of guys that are all get nervous when we disappear. So, but guys, that's it. On to the nerdy news. Someone on Facebook said that the Thunderbolts movie is a team of all the unsold Marvel legends.
It's messed up if you think about it.
It's kind of true.
Yeah, all the peg warmers.
Yeah.
Until
Red Hulk gets on there. Once Red Hulk's on there, I feel like it'll be...
He wasn't part of the original Thunderbolts, Pierre, okay?
Right.
Please.
Until we get there.
He wasn't
just the best Thunderbolts.
This just isn't the Thunderbolts team we need yet, So yeah.
The cool one.
Are you all excited for the movie?
Yeah, I do think it's gonna be better than it will be.
I still have yet to watch the trailer.
No?
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why. I remember it coming out and I just forgot to, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
It's probably all the best parts in the trailer, for being honest.
Oh.
It's probably, but I think it'll be solid. I do think it'll be solid.
Yeah,
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Samson in the chat, Red Hulk should be the leader of the Thunderbolts. I think he should eventually. I think
Samson's trying to piss off Jeremiah, who may or may not
needs
be
to
watching,
happen.
So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't necessarily like this Thunderbolts team, but I do like the trailer. The trailer looked pretty sick. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this Captain America movie, apparently everyone's talking good things about it. Anyone that's seen whatever post-production, all that shit.
The first trailer was really Winter Soldier-esque. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. We haven't gotten a Captain America type movie in a while. So I always like those. I feel like they were good. Moving on, Xolo Mariduena.
Did you type it out?
Oh, yeah. Has been cast as Nova in upcoming Disney Plus show. First off, I would just like to say, fuck you, John. I got it right. I did my research.
Nova? I'm guessing Sam Alexander, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, because he's way too young for Richard Rider.
Yeah. But I would think
Richard Rider.
So they're building their Young Avengers with... I mean, we already knew they were, but it's cool to see that Nova's going to be on it.
Yeah. I would I would rather him than any other Nova. If I'm being honest. I think. How does Jeremiah say it? Dick Ryder, Richard Ryder. I think
that is how he says it.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he's
so
a boring
funny.
character. Honestly, I think he's a little like. I could care less. Yes, Phantom. I do believe that is the kid from Karate Kid, which Pierre said the name correctly of.
Yeah, he's also in wasn't it Blue Beetle?
Beetle.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh.
He's great.
You didn't realize that was him?
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. I know. I heard.
I feel like if
things.
you saw Blue Beetle, you can see how Novo is like the perfect cast for him. Like he's gonna do a great job with it. I want to eventually see them pair him with like Spider-Man doing something. That's my personal, I guess, dream. Yeah, because I mean, like, what was that? The cartoon show they had at some point?
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. And they had him.
So Spider-Man. He
Spider-Man.
had like Nova, Power Man, Iron Fist, and White Tiger. Were like the group.
Yeah, it's a good team. It's a good team.
So, which we know White Tiger is coming. She is being introduced at some point here in the Daredevil show.
Well, no, the male version.
Yeah, but he unfortunately the actor died. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You didn't know
the actor that just got cast?
Who played White Tiger, like in the new Daredevil? Yeah. Yeah, he passed away recently.
But
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Dimitri, I think they probably filmed all the scenes, but he's
Dimitri fact check.
All right.
And I honestly thought it was just going to be an introduction.
No, I didn't hear that either.
I thought it was just going to be an introduction to him and then his daughter taking the mantle anyways. So kind of.
Is that the way it goes? I'm not going to ask that actually because nobody.
That's
not the way it goes in the comic.
I don't know White Tiger.
I don't know anything about White Tiger.
I really just thought it was Black Panther in like a White Tiger costume. Like that's all I thought it was originally.
Dimitri, when you fact check, I think you should turn your headlamp on. Like that should be the signal that you're fact checking.
Yeah.
Like that means you're deep.
Like a light bulb comes on.
Should we stay on this or
no, keep going. He'll pop in.
All right. So on an IG post by Regal Cinema, they put an anti-venom controller holder as a perfect match collectible to go along with the Venom Last Dance popcorn bucket. Is this spoilers? Because it shows a Venom holder as well. That's clearly not related to the movie.
Did anyone else see this?
I did see it.
Okay, so you know like those little controller holders? It's just like a character like this.
Yeah.
So their Regal was just like cool stuff to buy with the popcorn bucket, and it shows anti-venom. But the Venom they show is like comic accurate. There's a spider. So like, are they saying anti-venom might be in the movie accidentally,
or are they just,
is
like,
it just
promoting
like,
the movie?
Yeah, they were like, might as well put another one in there, like like just trying to sell junk.
I mean, with the amount of symbiotes that are in it, I don't see why not. Especially like Null being there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be cool because they could just move Eddie Brock to anti-venom, and then if the other rumors are true of Tom Holland getting a symbiote, Venom goes to 616 and Eddie gets anti-venom, and whether he gets in the movie or not doesn't matter. He has some kind of future with some kind of powers, and we all feel better about it.
That's pretty
I thought
good.
that could be
like
cool.
That. That's a very good idea.
Do y'all think Andrew's going to be in it? Andrew?
Yes.
Toby? I don't know why I was blanking on his name.
I think it's Andrew. I think 1000%. And I think he's just being coy about not showing up in any of these movies, but he's going to show up again.
I mean, he did the same thing for No Way Home. He's like, "What? I'm not in the movie."
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe anything any of the Spider-Men say anymore.
I don't.
Except for Tom Holland, he literally can't lie.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
But I do see it happening. I think it's a perfect place to happen, and I actually really like what you're thinking, Kyle. Like where he gets.
I just made it up,
and I think it would make sense to like defeat Null. Serenity in the chat has let us know that Dimitri can't fact check fast enough. It's not his daughter. White Tiger has a sister and niece that become White Tiger. Okay.
I thought he was fact checking whether the actor died.
So I was fact checking, and then fact checking my fact checking. He
And then
passed
it ended
away,
up on
but
Hinge.
he passed away, but it was like last year, December.
Oh, so we're just
Told ya.
reporting this.
It was a while ago. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that none of you guys heard it.
Did it say filming was completed? Not to be selfish, but like we didn't get that far. All right.
It's in poor taste that you would bring that up, but
Yeah.
but,
All right. Moving on.
but I think so. Yeah.
According to THR, the original ending of Joker was going to have Joaquin Phoenix's Joker carve a smile on his face, but Christopher Nolan objected and said that only Heath Ledger's Joker should do something like that. Now, I read this, and then I also read that he ended up doing it in the second movie at the end of the movie.
Yes.
So, like, they didn't do it in the first movie. Yeah.
Did you see the?
I didn't watch it. No, I don't.
No.
I'm not wasting time.
Dimitri, no.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it.
Oh, you saw
You
it.
saw the second one?
Was it good?
Oh,
So
Yes,
spoilers.
no. I mean,
Okay.
okay, no. Yes and no. Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah,
the movie
no.
had the potential to be good. Like all the stuff was there, but the musical aspect they overdid way too much. Like at the beginning, it made sense. It worked with the movie. You know, when they went into song and stuff like that, him and Lady Gaga's relationship. But towards the end, they would just throw musical numbers in random places, especially places where it was like super climactic, and you were like really getting into the movie, and then it would just be a random musical number, and it would take you away from it. And it didn't leave enough room for them to flesh out him and him and Harley Quinn's relationship, and it kind of just felt, you know, meh. You were kind of just sitting there waiting for the music to end so you could enjoy the movie again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody hates musicals over here.
So,
Well, that's the thing. I liked the
it's so
music at the
fun.
beginning, but then it just got repetitive after a while.
Yeah.
Um,
I've
like
heard that
it
a few
on
times. They're
HBO
just like,
Max.
what
Yeah.
is this?
but there were some really good scenes. There was some really good acting. Cinematography was, of course, great. I still give it like a 7. It was
Oh,
the
okay.
potential for it to be a good movie was there if you ignore almost all of the music.
So someone needs to like edit it. Like there needs to be a fan edit.
And then
So
the
here's the
ending where he was
test,
talking about. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I guess I'll wait on the ending. But
So just like thumbs up. Did he Heath Ledger his
yes and no. That's
Yes
why I
and
didn't
no,
want to
okay.
spoil it.
All right,
Because
all right, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. It's fine.
Okay, there is some Heath Ledgering, but it wasn't Joaquin Phoenix. That's all I guess I can say.
I get
without
it.
spoiling. Yeah.
I get it. That makes sense. Kind
It's
of.
for the max.
It makes
So-
sense if you understand it. Like I've read everything about this movie because I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go see it.
People were
So,
mad at the
yeah.
ending, and then like if you actually watch the movie, the ending makes sense.
Yeah, and the director went on to explain more about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So,
The comments.
Serenity. No one is watching it. Phantom. That'd be a short movie. I understand what you're saying, Cosmic. So I definitely can't disagree with you. I think it does make sense, and then the way it ends, again, the director made it all make sense. He said very clearly what it was. So I
And
don't
then he got a lot
want
of
to
hate
spoil
for
it either.
that
But
comment.
what?
He got a lot of hate for that too.
Yeah. But yeah, this whole thing like about him carving the face, they said they weren't gonna do it because whatever, they want to ruin the Heath Ledger
But
Joker, and then
Nolan
they kind of
was
went and did
part
it
of the
anyway.
studio. So he
Yeah.
had the right to say no the first time. He didn't
Yeah.
have any power to say no this time.
So that's
Right.
why they kind of did it.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So whatever.
Real quick. Cosmic Collector, what do you give Thor Love and Thunder out of 10?
But when I first saw it, I gave it an like 8.5, and
Okay.
then I read Thor: Saga of the God Butcher, and it moved down to like a 6.5 to 7.
Good answer. So that's the
Very
movie we
good
use to
answer.
gauge everyone's like out of 10. Because Pierre gave it a 10 and then saw it again and still gave it a 10. And we made fun of him so long, he gives it like a 7 now.
I thought,
And then when you make fun of-
aside from the book, it was a good movie. But once you read the book, you're like, okay, I see where they messed up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's fair because I hated it. Like Pierre, we went to the movie together. We held hands through the whole thing. He was hitting me in excitement. I was like, "This is terrible. Like, what are we doing?
It
This is
was
not
fun.
right."
It was fun. I agree.
It was
supposed
fun.
to be.
That's it. It was a fun, like if you like that director, like what he does, it was a fun movie, but it wasn't. It was a waste of that character. Like the
I
God
agree.
Butcher's like, and the actor, what's his name? Christian
Christian
Bale.
Bale.
Like you get this huge name, and then just like, all right, like we're just gonna like kill you, like whatever. Like I don't know. Like they should have extended that out a little
How many
longer.
first appearances I stocked up on when that got announced?
Yeah. What a waste. Still actually Joker news. In viral reading video, Joaquin Phoenix appears to call Joker what is it, Folie à deux? I don't know how you're supposed to say it.
I think that's
Horrible.
Like,
After premiere. Why am I getting all the hard ones right? Then like
did anyone see
Maestro,
that
I
clip?
just can't say it right.
Like, did anyone see that little clip? Because it looks
Uh-uh.
so it just the movie ends. He's sitting next to Lady Gaga. They kind of like stand up because everyone's like clapping, and he just like leans over and he's like, "That was horrible." She's like, "No." He's like, "No, that was bad." And she's like, "No, why are you saying that?" And then like the director comes up and he was like, "Great film."
Yeah.
So
I
a
don't know.
lot of people made videos too, like trying to do the lip reading, and it's kind of undeniable. He was not. He was not saying something nice.
He is also not a fan of musicals, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yeah.
Might not be. Side note though, Cinema Score grades the film lower than Madam Web.
I think it's the lowest rated comic book movie ever, right?
I don't think anything could be worse than Madam Web, to be honest with you.
Like, what about like Catwoman? Like, we're forgetting about that. That can't be worse than Catwoman.
No. Like I said, I give it a 7. It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever seen. Madam Web, the like words that they were saying weren't even lining up with the mouths. Like that's how bad it was. Like the villain, he would talk, and then the words would be different from the way his mouth was moving. So it was like, you really
That's
can't
so
have
bad.
worse than that.
I kind of want to watch it now.
What's I want to ask everyone out there in the chat, what's the worst comic book movie you've watched?
I'm guessing Steel for Serenity.
Couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah, that's Shaquille O'Neal.
Exactly.
You've offended Dimitri.
That
It's hard to
alone
do.
gives it a
One of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Hands
10.
down.
Okay, all right.
Oh, fandom
Okay, that is crazy.
It's
did not
better-
like Daredevil, Elektra, and all the Fantastic Four movies. Oof.
First Daredevil was good. Both Fantastic Four movies were good. I haven't seen Elektra, but I watched the trailer, and that was enough to not watch the movie.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, another hater on Steel. Sorry.
You know what? You know what? How about it's better than all of Wesley Snipes' scenes?
Oh, Phantom
from
doesn't like Blade
Deadpool
3.
Wolverine. Okay.
so
How about
see
that?
now you're okay. The two of you again.
Oh, we got people fighting in the chat here.
I'm
Samson.
going.
Leave
I'm going
Blade 3
Ghost
alone.
Rider 2 and X-Men Dark Phoenix are really down there.
I didn't see either of those.
They were
Mm.
both really bad. You could tell Nicolas Cage was just there for the check on Ghost Rider 2.
Mm.
It was
I'm gonna
bad.
go with X-Men Apocalypse. That was pretty
That's
bad.
great. That's my favorite X-Men movie.
No.
Serenity. Give it a
Not
shot.
my favorite. Not my favorite movie in the X-Men universe. Like I like Logan better, obviously, but that's my favorite X-Men movie.
That's crazy. Apocalypse looked terrible. I will never
Which they also
get behind
burned
that Apocalypse.
a great actor. Which
I
Great
think
actor
didn't
for a
matter.
great role that he
If
killed.
it
that.
looked
Mhm.
if it looked better, like when it came to Apocalypse, I think I would have taken the movie a lot more seriously. But like Apocalypse himself was just like it just didn't look right. Like they should have just CGI'd him.
Fair.
I don't know. That's my only opinion on that. But the movie's not terrible. Yeah. Moving on. Aaron Pierre cast as Jon Stewart in the Lanterns. It's so weird saying my own name. Aaron Pierre has been cast as Jon Stewart in the Lanterns. So how do we feel about that?
I know you're so happy because he has your name. You're excited. You're over the moon right now.
I'm cool with it. I think I saw a post with all 3 lanterns and looks pretty strong. Like
Yeah.
I like the casting.
I didn't see that movie he was in on Netflix. It's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
I
me
think it
neither.
was like kind of a military-esque. So
I know
they're-
nothing that
yeah.
he's done.
I
to
can't
be
remember
honest
the
with
name.
you.
He played mid-sized sedan in Old.
He played a mid-sized sedan.
No, that was his name.
Okay.
It was an A24 film. It was the same people that made Hereditary, and basically they like go to an island and they saw like all like rapidly aging, and it's like a
Oh, I
psychological.
remember that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did see that.
He
Yeah.
was in that. He had a lot of funny lines, but I think he just like randomly died. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I forgot that I saw that, but yeah, he died randomly. Yeah.
I'm ready for him to do a movie without those contacts in, because they're clearly contacts.
I think those are his eyes.
We'll see.
Dimitri, he's just
I'm not-
dreamy, man. He's
I'm not
dreamy.
convinced
I'm
yet.
sorry. He's
No
got
one's that
really nice
handsome.
eyes.
This is a good
No
looking
one's
man.
that good looking. Come on, get out of here. Get out of town.
I'm right here, dog.
Yeah, no, actually, now that you said that, I'm actually more on board. I feel like it's gonna be good. So cool. And then Kyle, you posted something here. James Gunn posted this. What do we think? What exactly are we talking about here?
We are talking about. I gotta push a button. We're talking about this. In the meantime, look at the private chat, please. We are looking at this.
Yeah.
We're taking guesses at who this is.
I've seen it a lot. A lot of people are saying Savant from the first Suicide Squad movie. I mean, but like, do you remember like the guy Michael Rooker played?
Yeah,
I
he looks
don't
almost too
think it
skinny
is,
for
though.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Also, he died, and he has like Native American like wardrobe on, and Savant
Yeah.
wasn't Native American.
So I would think they won't do that.
I don't think they would. So
yeah, so my only thought. Yeah, no. Well, because then the argument is
I have no clue.
technically Peacemaker might be going into the DCU, like jumping universes, because they're bringing back whatever and whatever. So it could be someone we've seen.
Swamp Thing.
I don't know. No, it's not Swamp.
It's Swamp Thing.
Not Swamp Thing.
Ooh.
Just have it on record. It's Swamp Thing. It's
Jimmy.
the beginnings of Swamp Thing, or Animal Man.
Ooh, I would kill for Animal Man. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Animal Man in
Old.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather him just get his own thing from the get, or like subtly introduced in the Swamp Thing or something.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be someone so like random, like none of us are gonna get it.
Yeah,
There was one person I saw. He was a really popular character in like the Super Friends. I think it was he was a Native American character. I just don't remember his name. I saw someone post that it might be them.
Doesn't he get really big? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I'm not sure.
I think I
just
know
saw him
exactly
post
what
it.
you're talking about, Dimitri.
And I was like, I guess it makes sense. Dead Man.
I don't see it, but
Nah, I wouldn't.
I don't hate it.
Not want that.
It's not.
Oh.
Also like it, but don't agree.
I feel like people are missing the whole Native American thing.
Yeah.
Like
I like it, but
Midwestern
no.
cowboy is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
wonder
think
who's
it's
the
the
best.
complete opposite of
All right. Are we done with news? I think we're done with news.
What's that?
Sure.
Pierre, you're
yeah.
the host. Take us on to the next
Oh,
category.
you want me to do that? All right.
Please.
It's collection acquisition, which is a little different because I spent a lot of money, and normally that's Jeremiah. So maybe I'm next to be fired. I'm not sure. Doesn't bode well for me. Kyle, do you have anything? Dimitri, do you have anything?
No.
Nothing. Cosmic
No.
Collector, did you pick up anything this week?
Yeah, I went to the comic store today for New Comic Book Day.
Okay, all right.
Makes
So
one of us.
I picked up all the new stuff. I got Absolute Batman, all the all-in titles like the Civil Court War
nice.
for Green Lantern, Action Comics, Batman and Robin. It was like a big Philip Kennedy Johnson week, so there was a lot of his stuff in there. Ultimate
Did you
5, Hawkeye.
Did you get into any of the books?
I've read 4 of them so far. I've read Batman, Action Comics, Green Lantern, and Batman and Robin.
All right, we gotta stop this and talk about Batman.
See, like, this is the thing that we're supposed to be doing, everybody. Okay? Just like, good job. Everyone else, bad job. Got it?
But
good
the
job
app,
going to the comic store,
it's not
buying
our fault,
comics,
it's the
and
app.
reading them in time for a live stream.
I physically can't not go on Wednesday morning. Like if I wait even like 2-3 hours after they like open, I'm itching to go. I have to get my new stuff.
Yeah, my shop hates me because it's like a once a month, and they're like, "Hey, you gonna come get this?" Like, we're running out of space.
But we can talk about
So-
Absolute Batman because it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Has everyone read it?
No.
If you want to spoil it, like just
Oh,
like
well,
even like not completely, but like
yeah, I
set
got
it up.
you.
That's fine.
So basically, how the universe was, or this Earth was created off like the dark side energy. So like the hero's origins are a little bit changed. Batman, his dad was a teacher, and he obviously died. His mom did not die. She's like a nurse. He's an architect. He spent his whole life learning how to he learned all the mental things like his chemistry, history. Like he was like super well endowed in like the schooling, and then he moved on and he started doing jobs around Gotham. So he did every job from the sanitation to city hall, just so he can learn the inner workings of Gotham before he went on his quest. But he finally settled on architect, and that's kind of what helped him build the suit and everything that he has. His gauntlets have like these cool like whips on the end that's like stiffened kind of, so he can use them as like stilts. His symbol is a giant metal plate that comes off and turns into an axe. His ears he can take out and use as batarangs. It's just it's super like creative gadgets that we've never seen in like a Batman comic before. There's a lot of change to there's no Bat family. There's no, he's not rich. He's broke. His rogue gallery is actually his childhood friends currently. I don't know if they're his rogues now, but his friend Waylon Jones, Killer Croc, runs the gym he practices at. He's friends with Oswald Cobblepot, Edward Nygma, Selina, and Harvey Dent. They're all his childhood friends. And Alfred is I guess MI6 agent. I don't know if it's still the MI6, but it's a secret agent, and he's there to basically stop this infiltrating gang that's taken over Gotham, and he's butting heads with Batman currently. And that's basically how the first issue goes. Some dope action. There's a really good cliffhanger at the end. I don't really want to spoil it, but definitely check it out.
I don't think the app got it. And it's kind of disappointing. I would think with such a big release, the app would get it day of, but nope.
No, they want you to go spend money. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna buy it. I just wanted to not leave the house to read it. Like, that's all I wanted.
No, none of those books are coming to the app for a while. You're gonna wait and wait.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for all of them, but that sounds awesome. I saw the Absolute Wonder Woman like costume and like what she's wearing, like all the costumes.
That's the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah, like the first time for me ever. Like I'm like probably the most stoked for just a Wonder Woman book. Like I don't know.
Like you're telling me she was raised in hell and she has a giant anime sword. Like sign me up. Like
yep. Even the Superman book looks sick. So I don't know. I'm just excited for this Absolute universe. So I'm glad that you picked it up. That's awesome. I did pick up a few things, but I didn't go to the comic book shop to pick up like weekly stuff. It was just like random shit. So I did do one of those like shows like where you do bids on TikTok. I actually forgot the guy's username, so we'll have to like tag him on the clip if we do clip it. But I won these two, which I was going for a slab of some sort. I forgot which one. It was like a Venom slab, but this is cool. Like generally, it was just fun to play. I like this one the most, honestly, because it's Wolverine as like a kid with his claws out, so that one's cool. The other things that I spent money on, real money on, is this Submariner, Tales to Astonish. So pick that up. I'm sure Jeremiah's enjoying that. These are all going to be things Jeremiah's probably going to like. Wolverine
so this is
book.
all impulse. That's what you're telling me. This is pure impulse.
Yeah, I just like the covers. That's all it was.
It's not your normal MO.
This was interesting. They sent me this, right? So I bought this, but they sent me this tape to what I actually bought, which was this. This is the first time Punisher meets Wolverine.
Okay. What's the grade on that?
War Journal number 6. It was 9.6. First meeting of Punisher and Wolverine. Newsstand. So
look at you.
I don't know. I just I wanted it. it was cool to know that that was the first time that they met. I think that's a cool fight. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to spend any more money for a while.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
be.
what I always say.
Yeah. I gotta not buy stuff.
Hey, all three Kill All Immortals is amazing. I just saw the comment.
No,
Yeah.
we
Phantom in the chat.
we've interviewed Zach Kaplan 3 times?
He is a.
I think
I
3
don't know.
times now. Yeah, he's
borderline an evil villain. Like he
Yeah.
can do it. If he wanted to become an evil villain and like hold the world ransom, he probably could. He's so smart. he is such a crazy mind.
Yeah, he'll be back soon, and I'm definitely gonna visit him in New York. And is it next week? Is it next week? No, week after, right?
The week after, I think. The following week.
The 19th.
I was supposed to go,
Yeah.
but the trip got canceled. So yeah, very upsetting.
We're only doing Saturday. Pierre's not, because he always says he's going to, and then yells at me for not buying him a ticket, and then makes it my fault, and then says he didn't want to anyway.
Wait, you didn't buy me tickets?
No, I didn't buy a ticket. So we're only going one day. We normally would go like the whole weekend and make like a whole stay in New York. Not that we're far, but yeah, just one day. Nice.
How far are y'all from New York?
Like an hour because of traffic.
Quick train ride. It's a train ride in.
Yeah,
but it's more convenient to just stay there, especially like when you're getting all your books together, and then you're in New York. It's like a whole process to get out to New York. Like it's the whole day adventure.
But we would I think one year I got like 200 books signed. I mean, I couldn't even take it all in one shot. So it was like we needed the hotel room. We needed, to basically go back at night, restock, reorganize, but it's different now. Now we're just little social butterflies. We go up, we shake some hands, we give out some T-shirts, we pretend like we're important. It's great. It's different.
I drink wine with some of the writers or artists. Was it artists? It was the artists.
Yeah, it was. I think Amy Chu.
Amy Chu and why can't I? Sean Von Gorman.
I think.
Wait, how did this happen?
I don't. I'm very social, so we
were doing talking. Random questions, like trying to make TikTok clips, and I don't think she wanted to do one. She was just like, "No, but do you want some wine?" And then Pierre just ended up talking to her. We didn't even record it. We just chatted with her,
just hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was
behind their booth. We were just drinking wine. They had like their own bottle.
Had a bottle of wine.
Yeah, and we were pouring
Philly,
little shots out. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do a lot more conventions too. We're gonna get back into it, but yeah, we do more like that now than getting stuff signed. I just pay people to get stuff signed now. It's not financially smart. It's like cost you triple, but it's just like, here's my pile, here's the list of people, here's my credit card. That's what we do now. It's horrible thing.
Yeah, we tried sending Jeremiah out, and he doesn't do it.
No, got fired.
He just doesn't do it.
He just doesn't. Yeah. All right.
I don't want to name. I don't want this to be the name of the segment.
No, no. It was done as a joke. I didn't know you were gonna read it out loud, and no one's
still playing with my cell phone.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. The excitement in your eyes.
I'm happy. Let's do it.
Who named this?
It's time to watch me play with myself. Let's go, guys.
You did it just for video games, and then it's supposed to be something else, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be for video games. You're right.
That makes more sense in context.
Yeah.
All right.
Penguin episode video games.
It was supposed to be, and then it just turned into
No.
TV, and just everyone making fun of me saying, "Watch me play with myself." So, yep. Penguin episode 3. Who watched it?
I just watched it last night.
All right. Wait a second. I think I'm on episode 2.
Nah, he's joking.
I'll take my headphones off. You guys go. I did it. I didn't do it. I didn't realize it was last night. It just came out last night?
No. I just watched it last night.
It came out Sunday. Which makes it worse.
I don't know if I watched it. I can't remember. Wait, I think I did.
You should
Just
read
go
this,
into it. You guys go into it.
You should read this comment,
Oh.
Pierre.
Samson in the chat says, "Man, wish I had my headphones on." Pierre said, "Time to have you guys watch me play with myself as my boss is leaving to his car." Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So Penguin episode 3. What do we think? 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
It's like an 8. Like an 8 or
I give it a
9.
10.
10?
I give it a 10. I think
Yeah.
this was the best so far.
Really? So
Really?
I give the first one a 10.
I think every episode's been a 10.
Oh yeah,
These-
definitely.
Second one was a little weaker to me. Second one was more like a 7.5.
Yeah. Kind of.
I don't know why. I can't explain why.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I
it's
think
because
the reason I gave it a 10. Oh, you good?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think the first one, it's just we were so hyped because this show was like incredible, the first one. So it's like it's hard to compete with that like on the second one. Like they're not gonna have a pilot episode the second episode. Like it's just not gonna happen. So but I don't think it was a bad episode. I just think we were just so high off of the first one. But keep going. Cosmic Collector.
Oh, I think the reason I gave it a 10 is because like I don't really like mafia shows or movies or anything like that. Like The Godfather's never been a thing for me. Like Sopranos,
Really?
I just can't really get into like the mafia stuff. But for some reason, this show is so good. So I was like, if I'm enjoying this and I don't like mafia stuff, it's got to be a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like it hooked me, and the Batman's like my favorite movie of all time. So like for it to be in the same universe with like the same kind of cinematography and the same cast and characters, I love it. And Victor's such a great character. I'm loving his like whole arc and everything.
I mean, yeah, that was good. That was good in episode 3. The focus on him.
Mhm.
I gave the Batman a 7, by the way. Sorry.
Wait, what? No. You can't just keep talking after that.
It could have cut 30 minutes to make it a 9.
I've
30
tried
minutes to make
talking
it
to
a
him.
You're
about
saying it
this.
was too long of peak?
Yeah, there was
Like-
like fluff. There was fluff. It didn't need.
Yep.
That's like
Yep.
saying like you're eating this really, really good steak and then someone walks up and they cut their steak in half and drop more steak on your plate. Are you going to complain?
Technically, yes, because I'm a vegetarian. So you've offended me now with a steak scenario.
Okay, so you're eating this really good asparagus, right?
Oh, now we're talking.
Straight to a hearty vegetable.
Oh.
No, I think the ending was a little lackluster. I liked that the villain kind of won, right? Which helps set up Penguin, because Batman didn't really save the day. Shit got flooded pretty bad. So a little bit of a lackluster ending, even though I liked that route. It was like cool. Like I stabbed myself with a mystery drug that we're not going to talk about till the next movie, maybe, or ignore it. And then he just like fights a little harder and almost crosses a line. It's like, oh, so cool. Man of Steel, you know, like he almost killed somebody, or he had to kill somebody.
Superman did cross the line.
He-
That's different.
He had to.
No, he
had
didn't.
to. He
No,
had to do it.
Oh wait, are we? Who's Man of Steel defenders in here?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, okay, thank God.
No, yeah, no. We talk a lot about how bad all of the Snyder stuff is, and it's not fair.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Nope. We got one defender.
I don't
Anyway.
mind. I don't mind the Snyder cut of Justice League. I
No,
don't-
that was very good. That was
I don't
very,
mind
very
that.
good.
I think I like BVS as a movie, but as a comic book fan, I think it's the worst thing ever. And then Man of Steel, I just hate in both aspects.
See, I didn't hate that. I just think it's also a 7. Like I think it's just as
And my
good as
rating
Batman.
system is flawed.
You know, you don't have an opinion.
I think it's like
I might go
I'm
low.
such a big Superman fan. I cannot like that movie.
Yeah, okay. That's so you like the classic, or you like CW? What's it? That just is on its last season, right?
Don't say what's
It
it.
is on. I haven't started watching that yet. I've watched obviously like the Christopher Reeves one,
Mhm.
first and second one. I've seen like Smallville. I love Smallville.
Smallville. Thank you.
I
very
just like
much.
my bright hopeful Superman. I don't like my edgy loner who kills people.
I'll say it.
Superman.
You definitely love Philip Kennedy Johnson then. So we
Oh yeah,
we interviewed
Roland Saga
him
is my favorite Superman story.
like, was it 2 years ago now? I'm gonna make you watch that. So we interviewed him about 2 years ago, and the focus was Superman, and like he was in tears. We were almost in tears. The way he described Superman, like how he saw Superman as a person with his family, with his child. Holy, all of us were just like, like
Dude, I
kind of
met
like
him at in MegaCon in Orlando, and I sat there and talked to him about Superman for like 15 minutes because he loves that character so much.
No, he's never should write anything. He can write other things, but never should stop with Superman. He always needs to circle back, kind of like Scott Snyder and Batman. You need to always keep going back. Like that's just your character.
I agree.
But yeah, we could go on about that for a long time. Penguin episode 3. I want to talk about the very end. Like that's the problem. I want to spoil like the very end.
Okay.
How can I?
First,
how can
I
I?
have to call you Fluff because you're Fluff.
You're gonna call me Fluff?
You're Fluff.
Okay. I'll take it as a fat joke. So
No. Just your
So-
Fluff.
so
What am I missing?
Victor saves the day, right? Let's just say that Victor saves the day. Penguin's choice to minimize him saving the day, right? Of like,
why? That just made it
just
harder
go.
for himself.
And that's the thing where it's like he just the glimpses of like who he really is keeps coming out, and like it's
Yeah.
great writing where you're like, what the hell? Like, out of all the things to do, all these situations you put yourself in, so much danger, and that's what you chose, like 5 seconds to not try and like not screw your whole plan up. So that I don't know. I'm very curious how that plays out. I don't want to ruin that for Pierre because
Yeah.
Pierre's gonna watch it.
No. I watched it. I just realized. I realized before.
You
So we're
did
good.
watch it.
Yeah, you can spoil it.
I knew it.
Because I've watched it. If you're spoiling for anyone, it's someone watching at home.
Okay, so chat, we're going to.
Yeah.
Penguin completely just abandoned his beloved partner. He just completely.
The Hangman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Hangman. I couldn't think of her name actually, so I'm gonna call her that. So
yeah,
I just don't. I just. Again, great writing, but like, how do they walk themselves out of this? Like, how do you move on from this?
the only
I think-
reason I would think that he would leave her is because the other people, the Maroney's, revealed that he was like 2-timing her, and he didn't want to bring her with because that's the only thing I could think of, because they were sitting there talking to them with the gun pointed at him. So I'm assuming she's revealing everything that's been going on.
That went right over my head. You're
They have-
100%
they have
right. It's
done-
got to be it.
They've done a lot of things off camera throughout these episodes.
Yeah, no, that's got to be it.
So you're very like I feel like that's a very good point.
We'll probably get that next episode, that whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
True, because they
You're
showed
right.
a lot of Victor, so now it'll be the other perspective, maybe.
Yeah. I can't believe Victor actually chose to stay. I mean, I do. I believe. Like I
Forget
saw him
that.
staying, but
He's a murderer now.
oh yeah.
Like he's in. Like it's not
no.
like
When he came back, that was it. Like he was back. Like he's in. He's.
I
ride or
think
die
he's
with
gonna
Penguin now.
betray Penguin, like eventually. Like I
See, I think
he's
the
going to-
opposite.
I think he's gonna get a taste of the power, and he's going to betray and try to take over, and then Penguin's gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I kind of like that better than my theory of just Penguin just because now my theory is becoming kind of predictable, like the obvious of like he's gonna screw over Victor, and that's just what they're foreshadowing from day one.
Yeah.
And now maybe
I-
you're right.
I think what's happening is you can see he's building this connection with him, and then when Victor like betrays him, it really like breaks him. But like that's when like how evil the Penguin is really takes over, and he just kills Victor, even though he knows deep down that he like wanted him and he needed him. He just kind of he cuts all ties, and that's when he becomes the Penguin at the end of the show. Is what I'm thinking when he takes over.
Do we know if this is getting a second season? Like, or is this considered miniseries? Do we know?
I think it's.
I feel like it is. It's going to be a second season. He already made a comment of like, "Oh, I hate this suit," and it's always like a tell. It's like you're throwing us off.
You think so? He should hate the
think so.
suit. He should hate the suit because he should actually gain the weight. Christian Bale would have gained the weight.
I
I
think
think Christian
it's
Bale did gain the weight for a role.
He did. Lots of
did.
times. Bullshit.
Christian Bale's one of those
Chameleon.
actors who's like crazy with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be underweight where he's like sick.
But to gain the weight that he would have needed to look like the Penguin is ridiculous. Like
True.
that's a
Very true.
massive amount of
So
weight.
then, as great as he is, should have got somebody else.
I don't know.
Nope.
Colin Farrell's killing it. That's just he's too
Killing
good.
No, he is. He is.
And I think it's funny because like you watch the show, like the episode 1, you're like kind of rooting for him, and then it like takes it away at the end, and it's kind of like the same thing every episode. It's like there's portions of it where you're kind of rooting for the Penguin, and then it's like he's a scumbag. Like
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh wait,
just,
he's the bad guy.
yeah. But like every time it is like it's like, oh God, like you suck. Like you really suck as a human. Like just like that situation right there, like leaves her behind. It's like fuck her. Like let's get out of
No,
here.
that
He
makes sense.
You feel like
Yeah.
he makes you believe that speech that he gave to Victor, kind of like about how you have to like scam your way ahead because like the working man never makes it. So it's like when you're watching it, you're like, okay, I kind of see why he has to do this, and then he does something so out of pocket that it's like you didn't need to do that, dog.
Yeah. Yep. But whatever. And his mom sucks. We can all agree his mom's like really,
Oh yeah,
like,
she is him.
She
Like,
created
made
him. Yeah, exactly. Like so it's like that's like a situation where I was like, damn, I kind of feel bad. Like everything that he thinks he has to do and prove himself is because his mom keeps telling him he's not enough and he hasn't done enough. And like, you know, as a child, you know, and now he's like this crazy adult trying to get more and more. But then again, he goes around, does something out of pocket, and then you're just like, dude, you fucking suck. Like you suck so hard. So what are you gonna do?
So
That's
Dimitri, can we get a deep thought because it's relevant? Don't act like you don't want to.
I'm sighing because this is not my deep thought. How about that?
We'll read them both.
How about that? It's not my deep thought. And I was working on my deep thought, and maybe you'll get it next week or the week after.
This fucking hack.
Victor from Penguin as Miles. No.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be too old by the time they're ready. Great actor, but we need Miles Morales as a kid.
See now, for whatever reason, I want like a pretty ending, and I would love for him to like double cross and then just go to California with the girl.
You would want him to go with the girl.
Don't do that.
You would.
Don't do that. Okay, leave me alone.
I mean, I agree. I think that's what everyone watching wants is for him to leave the Penguin behind and have a good life. And I think why they're not going to do that is because it's kind of like a whole, you know, you put yourself in this life and this is the consequences of it. Like that's just something that universe, the Batman universe in general, likes to do.
Yeah, well, then clip his wings.
The other kind of question is, could he be someone else? Like, is he going to be? Yeah, like, is he going to be someone down the line? Like, I don't think so. I think he's completely original.
So I'm watching the episode and they kept saying Victor, and I was like, wait a second.
No, don't be one of those people.
No, so I'm saying, yeah, so I'm like, wait a second, what is so I'm looking up his last name, it's Aguilar, which I was like, no fucking way does this mean something. Like, you know, like I thought it was like one of those situations where like maybe like, you know what I mean, he's a henchman, he's Penguin's henchman, and then he becomes Mr. Freeze later on. So Aguilar means nothing close to freeze or water. It means like soaring like an eagle or some shit like that. So
he's Man-Bat.
He might be Man-Bat. But I mean, yeah, I was like, no way. That would be wild if his name meant something like freeze, but in Spanish. And then
or like Victor Zsasz. I saw a lot of people saying Victor Zsasz, but I just don't think he has. Yeah. Victor Zsasz is one of those characters that he's so demented. He's been like that his whole life, you know. Yeah, and Victor's just not at that point where he could become like a Victor Zsasz type character.
No, he would have had to start like we would have had to catch like a kid in the alleyway like cutting up mice. Like it would have been like something really dark and like he. What's this?
Robin the one who thought of that.
LOL, it's Mephisto for the DC verse. Yeah, exactly.
He's Robert Pattinson's first Robin.
Yeah,
he saves him. He saves him from the Penguin, and then he's Robert Pattinson's Robin.
Good bit.
I mean, if they send the girl back in a freezer, like real demented, like, they could work with something there.
He get a Green Lantern ring.
When they introduced the girl is when I started going down the rabbit hole of like maybe this is Victor Freeze. So, but yeah, no, I don't believe it is. So, whoever you think Victor might be, I think he's just going to be bait and killed later on. I think that's all it is.
All right, I have one more deep thought that I wrote for Dimitri.
Oh, that's
it's a little far-fetched, but if anyone's familiar with the character Bloom from Scott Snyder's, did he show up in the year one thing he did? 0 year? No.
He was in volume 9.
Okay. So if anyone's familiar, he's kind of like a Poison Ivy power set, right? Anyway, they episode 3 of Penguin, they got this new drug. It's like mushroom secretion. The guy that kind of started to explain what everything was, he said his name was Bloom. So yes, it's probably nothing, but I thought maybe, possibly, the drug itself was a little foreshadowing of maybe introducing that villain. Not necessarily in Penguin, but maybe in the next Batman movie.
A
We really
grounded
don't
version
know.
of that character would be really cool.
Yeah, like I think it would. I wouldn't necessarily want him before Poison Ivy, just because he does end up fighting Poison Ivy in the comics, and I kind of would want that potential there of like building the green. But that's like way down the road. But we know we're getting Swamp Thing. Poison Ivy's had rumored casting, but it's probably not going to happen. This made me think of like, hey, like let's get the other green member in there and kind of start building. Anyway, that's just wishful thinking. But
I need more time with it. You sprung it on me.
Okay, so you're gonna deep think about it.
I'm a deep.
I like the idea.
Real deep.
I thought when I saw the drugs at first, I thought Scarecrow, but Bloom makes so much more sense, especially if you said his name was Bloom.
Is it too obvious? Maybe.
I think it's just a more grounded version of the character, and I think it'll set him up to. This drug is gonna wreak havoc on Gotham.
Yeah.
I think this is the issue that Gotham's gonna deal with now is drug abuse. So,
which should carry into the Batman 2, which hopefully
Yeah.
is an hour and 45 minutes.
Yep.
No longer.
I wouldn't mind some extra steak.
Asparagus.
Asparagus, my bad.
Thank you for the correction. Did anyone watch Agatha?
Yes.
Nope.
New episode was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my my
I'll
boss
listen now.
actually said it right. I was gonna be like 1 minute, but okay. My boss said it right. He was like, "It feels like Disney, not like Marvel." I was like just a witch show where they kind of sing. Okay, yeah, kind of see it. Like it's just Disney.
I like the musical numbers though. Like the
I
song.
do like them.
Yeah.
I like
The
It's
demon was
fire.
cool in the last episode. I thought that was a cool.
Demon was very cool. A lot of people pointed that out in the trailer, and they thought that was going to be Mephisto. Now that we've seen it, it was not Mephisto.
No.
It had nothing to do with Mephisto other than being a demon. But
to me, it just feels kind of like WandaVision, which isn't a bad thing. I like WandaVision, but it feels like it feels like a more like witch focused WandaVision.
mm-hmm.
The same like
100%.
live show and yeah.
I do think they're running with it too, like the success of. We seem to get an outfit change every episode that just magically goes back. That's definitely because of the success of WandaVision. They were like, that worked. Let's make some stuff black and white again. Like, let's just keep it going.
Yeah, I love that they're doing that, and they're like playing with like each house. You know, like each house is a little different vibe. Like the last one, now this house. Like, so
The new one comes out tonight, doesn't it? The new episode?
yes,
Yes.
Oh,
yes, right after this episode, actually, right after our podcast.
I think the third episode was probably my favorite so far. The second or the third, but the fourth was okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of like the house in general. Like I don't know, it was okay.
This one was cool. So this one introduced Rio Vidal a little bit further. So we started learning more about her character. Who do we think she is?
So
I saw a spoiler.
yeah, I did. Say
Okay, so we're all gonna. Okay, so let's not talk about that
Let's not
spoiler
say
Yeah.
because I think we all saw that.
Okay, what about who do you think the kid is?
Oh, he's the obvious. I believe he's the obvious, and I think that was spoiled the same way. And I think the curse where he can't say his name is because they explained it, right? The spell, right? They explained that it fades on its own at the appropriate time. So it's going to fade at the appropriate time is going to be when she cares about him enough to not hate him because of whom he is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it'll fade, where it's like, damn, I really don't like you now because you're related to this person, but I kind of like you now, so you're good. And that's when it'll go away. So that's just going to be like a nice little corny Easter egg at the end of she loves him now.
I think she's going to be the bad. I think he's going to be the bad like guy that they fight at the end. But I think it's going to be because Mephisto takes like a hold of him, and you're going to get that like corny MCU like Marvel like love brings them back to the bright side type of thing, which isn't bad if they do it right. And then that's when the sigil is going to be revealed, and I don't think it's her son, but I think she's adopted him like it's her son.
Yeah.
And it's going to be revealed that I think Mephisto has her son, is what it is, and
Yeah, I agree. I think Mephisto has her actual son. So Rio Vidal tells you in this episode that it's like she tells Agatha it's not your son. So, like, do you think they're throwing us off? Like, no, I think it's pretty
No.
straight, right? It's just
Yeah.
like it's not your son. Like, and I think Rio Vidal is definitely behind what happened to Agatha's son, which she probably gave him up. I mean, it happened in the comic. She gives him up to get the Darkhold. So she probably gave him up, and she was the one that gave the son as a sacrifice. So probably Mephisto. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's probably Wanda's son, and his mission is probably trying to get Tommy back.
Well,
and
that's
it's most
actually a
definitely
rumor.
we agree that it's Wiccan, right? He's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
He's going to
Yeah.
Wiccan. Okay.
I think it's Wiccan, and his ulterior motive is to find Tommy. Like, it's not power.
I think that's why I think he's connected to Mephisto. I think that's how they're going to draw his magical power and stuff like that, and his whole backstory. I think that would be
That could be cool, actually. Kind of like he comes out of the possession stronger. Like he gets left with oh crap, I do have witch powers.
Yeah, he might be possessed right now. We might not even realize it, because in the first episode his fingers were all black, and now he almost pretends like he doesn't know a lot about things.
That's what I noticed. I was like, he definitely. You can do the magic. Like, what's happening now? Like, why
That's
are you doing
a good point.
You can do the magic. You've obviously your fingers go black from doing dark magic and dealing with the Darkhold and stuff like that. So now it's like, oh, what's this? What's that? I don't know. He seems to
clueless.
Yeah. So that's why I think he has an ulterior motive. And to your point, he might literally be under Mephisto's control right now or something.
This is a confirmed rumor from Phantom here.
Phantom in the chat, they're talking about doing another show searching for speed. Okay.
Not the drug.
Oh,
gotcha. Which would be interesting.
Search. I got it right. No.
They should do that with Sentry. A Sentry and Tommy. No, it's called that. Sentry's in it, but it's really a Tommy show. You know?
I think it's stupid there's been no Jimmy Woo. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Jimmy Woo. Yeah.
Wasn't in the Marvels. Isn't in Agatha.
It's gonna end with him.
He's Mephisto.
Yeah. I've been behind it all along. Yeah. I think it's gonna be one of those moments. I don't know. Yeah, Jimmy Woo. Forgot about him. And Serenity in the chat, they've also rumored to have Tommy in the Vision show. So yeah.
I forgot about Vision Quest. Yeah, this could definitely lead into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be Vision's Quest.
Oh.
To find Tommy.
Looking for Tommy.
Dun.
Because Vision is his dad.
Yeah.
That could be Vision's Quest.
I mean, technically it's his dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I heard they're gonna go the Tom King Vision route with him making a synthetic family and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't say that name here. We don't speak.
You gotta rock with Tom King.
We don't fuck with Tom. Tom King. Tom King did something about 7 years ago. Wait, Dimitri, are you still thinking we're spoiling? Come back. Come back. Tom King.
I feel like his light's just gonna turn on.
Wait, just mention the comic and all.
No, Tom King pissed me off on personal reasons. I met him, didn't like the way he acted, and I was like, we're done. So it's just an ongoing joke. Anyone that says Tom King, I just boot him out.
Really? He was really nice when I met him.
No, he was nice the second time I met him. And the third time. I wasn't nice to him.
It's his own thing, I think. It's Kyle's thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
I don't even think it was that big, to be honest.
It wasn't.
I don't think the situation
it wasn't, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'll tell you privately.
Kyle's stubborn. He's a stubborn Italian man. So that's what it is.
But yeah, I won't read his books. It's kind of silly because I know they're good. I just won't read them.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, I won't read them.
All right.
Anyway,
well,
one time.
we are at the top of the hour here. It is rumors, baby. It is time that we go into the rumors. This is gonna be fun, guys. World War Hulk to be set up with the Captain America Brave New World ending.
I call bullshit.
I also saw a rumor saying it was going to be called World War Hulks. Multiple Hulks.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's
Just maybe don't do that. Like,
I like that less than the other rumor.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
it's kind of
keep
like
the one.
it's like the twist that we didn't really need. Like it's like we
Yeah.
just wanted World War Hulk. We just wanted the one. I don't know.
It's like, yo, like World War Hulk. What if we put She-Hulk and messed up hairline Scar with him?
Oh,
It's like,
oh,
how about this? Let's just do him and Red Hulk. How about that?
yeah, yeah.
but not smart
Let-
and tiny.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned his hairline. We need to redo that. Like they,
Yeah.
you know how they did Sonic the Hedgehog and he came out and everyone's like, oh no, that's not him. Like do it
Yeah.
again. Do it again. We'll forget about it. It's fine.
I think we're gonna see Scar turn into World Breaker Hulk because the barber messed him up so much.
Shit.
He's just upset. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like,
I will get my
Hulk's not-
vengeance. Well,
that what Scar
I like it.
sounds like.
yeah, yeah. He's
Like a
it?
bad Terminator impression.
yep.
Did he
That's
talk
what
at
it.
the end of the show?
That's what he's gonna sound like, especially if he has that hairline. That's what he's gonna look. That's what he's gonna sound like too. I
He
will
looks
have
like
my
a surfer guy,
vengeance,
She's like, you totally messed up my hairline, dude.
dude. I'm about to Hulk out.
Dude, I'm getting like real angry.
You want to see me when I'm angry, dude? Hulk smash.
You
All
really
right.
want me to mellow out right now because I am not happy.
We're never gonna see him again, like ever again. You know that, right? That was it.
What son? Like it's just gonna be Hulk's quest to find his long lost son. He's like, I don't know where he went. He was in that one episode, and he's been gone ever since.
And then She-Hulk's gonna pop in and be like, "Let me ask Kevin Feige," and she's gonna walk back through the set.
Oh,
and get the right scar. Like, oh, this is your son,
This
wasn't
is
it?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Yep.
the ending, but I did like She-Hulk. Oh,
I liked it too. I didn't have a problem with it. Like you could tell, like what they were going for, and
Yeah.
you know. Same with
Yeah,
Miss
I-
Marvel.
I was a big fan.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. It was like obviously centered towards a different audience, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I ranked Miss Marvel high. She-Hulk
I love Miss Marvel. That was a good one.
ending lost me.
She-Hulk. When I rewatched it wasn't bad. It's just it wasn't what I was looking for, and it was like because it was like a sitcom. Like it's whatever.
I think the best was Loki, probably for the shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, hands down.
And I
I
actually
had
really like
WandaVision,
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And I think you got to give Disney some credit. I mean, I think all these shows are so different from each other, so creative. Like Loki's so creative on its own, but even WandaVision is just like I don't even know where you categorize that one. Like like it's totally different from anything that we've really seen on TV. I feel like with those effects, like and now obviously Agatha's kind of following along with that. But yeah, no, that they got some good stuff. So Disney's not dead, guys. Disney's not dead. Spider-Man 4 is planned to be a cosmic event that will feature multiple symbiotes once Tom Holland's Spider-Man gets his symbiote. Oh.
Yay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's also bullshit.
Yeah, like just give us grounded Spider-Man.
Like I don't think it's gonna be as grounded as we were gonna get, but I don't think this rumor is true. I don't think they're gonna jump to Black Suit
Like
Spider-Man. that
Null
quickly.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna jump to Null. I don't think they're even gonna jump to Black Suit. They're gonna reestablish him.
The only
I
reason
think they're gonna
why
do Devil's Reign in the first movie, like get Kingpin taking over, outlawing vigilantes. I think we're gonna see Kingpin using the multiverse to pull like Sinister Six from the Sony. Like we're gonna get like that way because Tom doesn't really have much of a Sinister Six. So I think that's how the MCU can establish the Sinister Six really quick. It's just to pull their own from Sony.
I agree with you, but it seems like they're going the opposite way and they're putting all the Sinister Six into Sony's universe because like the not Falcon,
Vulture.
what's his name? The Vulture. Yeah, he jumped ship.
Yeah, but that's
He's over
messed
there
up,
now.
too. They admitted that they didn't know why they did that.
I have a huge theory
That's so
about the
funny.
Sonyverse, and it's that I think Sony and Marvel are in cahoots with this. and Sony is purely making these movies as like a way to not lose the Spider-Man property and just to get a check. And I think Marvel is taking advantage of that in a sense. Like Sony is establishing these villains. They may be crappy movies, but they're establishing these huge parts of Spider-Man's lore without having to waste the MCU budget on it. And then you know what can happen post reboot? They can put those characters into their universe, and they'll already be established because there's been movies about him before. People will be like, "Oh, I know Kraven the Hunter. He was in that movie. He was in that video game." You know, and it'll be a way to kind of just like introduce them to the characters without having to waste a whole movie on this one side villain. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Kraven's a side villain, but like Shocker. You know,
right?
Like,
yeah,
no,
that's a great
that
idea.
works.
I mean, too. It's gonna sound a little fucked up, but they care more for the non-readers than the readers. So if they can, you're right, give them the information in a low budget way, and Sony gets to keep what they want and still make their money and be happy. Yeah, no, you're 100% right.
Yeah, well, that's why they invite movie talkers to premieres and not comic talkers.
There's the hot take of the night. I'm gonna clip the shit out of that.
Yeah.
don't clip it. The movie talkers are gonna hate me.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
gonna have
right.
movie talkers and comic book talkers fighting in the chat. Get ready.
No, it's like big up to them, like because it's not their fault. Like good for you. You're getting to invite to premieres. That's awesome.
Anyone would say yes.
Yeah, like exactly. It's not their fault. It's just it's the Marvel and DC. They want these movie talkers to come and be like, oh, that's a good movie, But like they don't really read. Not a lot of them read the comics, so it's like. They do it on purpose because they know if the people who read the comics come, there's going to be a lot more criticism because they're actually looking for things to be a little bit more accurate and stuff like that. Me personally, I would just be happy to be there. I wouldn't trash it.
Right, you would just say nice things regardless.
Yeah, DC. If you're watching this, like I'd love to go to a premiere.
I can promise that they're not watching.
When Love and Thunder came out, everyone said it was great before it came out. Everyone was like, "Wow, this movie is phenomenal." So just keep that in mind to what you just said.
Yeah, Marvel Love and Thunder was amazing, actually. Sony Madam Web was probably the best movie I've ever seen.
I want to watch
and
it.
DC now. Joker 2 was probably the best decision y'all have made ever. So
just saying. So you guys can hate him in the chat. Anyways, Marvel has a Silver Surfer project that will be set up by Fantastic Four First Steps. I actually would want to see this, but I would want to see it as a TV show, and I would want to see him just going from like world to world and like just seeing all that.
So you
like,
say
just a cosmic adventure.
So not the Silver Surfer from.
No. Just give me. Norn Rad, whatever his name is.
I think
Norn,
Marvel isn't.
What?
Just cut out.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you're good.
You're good?
Hello? Oh, everyone froze for me. I was just
okay.
We waited for you.
I'm good now.
You set us up and we were like, what were we gonna say? Like we were very invested.
Oh yeah, everyone froze. I feel like Marvel isn't taking advantage of the special presentations because they did it really well for are we lagging again?
You're good. Going. You just keep it coming.
Oh, I'm okay on y'all's end.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Because y'all are. Oh, okay. Y'all are frozen on my end, so I can like hear every now and then. No, I think Marvel's not utilizing the special presentations. Like they did it with Werewolf by Night, and it was really, really good. And then like they just stopped doing it. It's like it's good for characters that don't need a whole movie, don't need a whole show, but you want to introduce it to people. Just do a cool little 45-50 minute special presentation, and go from there. Like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And yes, I want the male Silver Surfer. I just want everyone to know that I will 100% fall on the sword. I want the male Silver Surfer.
No, yeah, I think it would be good as a show though. Like I think a special. I think that's a little origin story. All right, Pierre, burns with these rumors.
Spider-Man 4 to have new leads serving as Peter's friends. One rumored actor is Caleb McLaughlin, and is in talks with Sony to join the cast of Spider-Man 4. Could he be Miles, perhaps?
He's too old. Everyone's too old now.
All I know is this brings me to believe that Nova will be one of his friends.
I mean, he could be Miles. Like, I don't think he'll be like the live action Miles going forward, but it could be like a cameo Miles for that universe.
Yeah. If they mess up Miles, though, I'll just like all of this is done. I'm gonna tell everyone now. If they screw up Miles,
He's out.
I'm done with all of it.
Bro's burning down the Sony building.
Yeah, like everything's done. Like from the live stream to buying comics to reading, everything's done if they ruin it.
So GC's better.
Hot take.
DC's good just because
Is that a hot take?
DC already burnt their bridge, so it's easy to just build on top of that, They just keep.
I mean, the new DC might be
Exactly.
better. We don't know yet.
I'm excited.
So what you're saying
I
is we
think-
should burn down Sony and let them build back from there.
Yes.
Yeah. Logan Kim is cast as Amadeus Cho in the MCU.
Cool.
That could be a Spider-Man friend.
World War
Going to
Hulks.
some
Oh,
sciencey place
World
doing
War
some
Hulk.
science.
They'll just erase the whole. Wasn't he Iron Spider? Or is that the cartoon?
I think that's the cartoon before he
I think-
becomes the Hulk. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah,
They did. They put him in an Iron Spider. I don't remember that.
I think so.
Interesting.
Or he
Yeah.
created the Iron Spider suit in one of the cartoons.
Huh.
I think what we really need now that we know that Amadeus Cho's Hulk is going to be in it and Scar, I think we just need a college buddy comedy with Scar and Amadeus Cho, where they live in the dorm together and they're just both just Hulks.
I
Yeah,
like
two
that.
guys
Yeah,
Yeah.
howling around.
yeah.
And World War Hulks
Frat
is just
guy,
like a
Scar,
like a
and
college movie. That's all it is.
Yeah.
World
What was
War
that cartoon?
Hulks.
They don't get
21
along
Hulk
at
Street,
first,
is what they
but
call it.
Hulk Smash
21
cartoon.
Hulk
Remember that
Street.
one?
I like that. 21 Hulk Street. Oh, that's good. That's good. That show will bomb. The new actor for the Flash, Barry Allen, will make their debut in an animated project instead of live action. Maybe this means the cinematic Flash will be Wally.
I think so.
I like this
Could
idea.
be.
Could be time. Could
like
be
a-
time
it's
to
like a
make Wally the
callback.
forefront.
Especially if they're starting so far in the future of the timeline. Yeah, I feel like Wally would be Flash at this time.
And like they don't want to completely piss off everybody, so they're like, "Here's a cartoon for the one that you know because you watch CW. Now that you've
Mhm.
seen our version of him, here's the actual Flash."
Yeah. But the problem is you can't really just introduce Wally as like your main Flash without Barry. Like there's so much
No,
with Barry
no.
to it. So it's like
I think he needs to exist in the universe. Like,
yeah.
make him still like the Flash, but just doing
Like how
other
it is
things.
now.
Yeah, like a more like grown up character. Yeah, it's literally just like how it is now. But make him blonde. That's all. That's all I ask. Like make
course.
him. I don't know why
And
we keep making him
Make Wally a
brunette.
redhead.
I don't care what you
No.
make Wally. I just want Barry to be blonde. I don't know why we just can't make him blonde one time. I don't understand that. Like it's just one time. That's all that's all I'm asking. Just one time.
Who would you cast him as?
Barry
Hmm.
Allen or
Yeah.
Wally?
Barry Allen.
I don't know any blonde actors.
It's so like overpicked, but I mean Lucas Till's good.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, who's Lucas Till? It
He
might
was
be
in
the same person I'm thinking.
MacGyver, I think. The show.
Okay, Lucas Till, fine. Who's the guy that was in what's that Tom Cruise movie with the planes? What the fuck?
Oh, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Come
Top
on,
Gun
Glenn Powell.
2. Yes, Glenn Powell.
Mm.
If
They
and
want
the
him as
only reason why
Batman.
I'm saying Glenn Powell, the
No.
only reason why I'm saying Glenn Powell, if you're gonna make him the older, like more distinguished Barry Allen, like teaching and mentoring a younger Wally. But when I'm saying younger, like same age as like Superman, maybe a little younger.
I would go older.
I don't know if it's a hot take. I like Glenn Powell for Batman.
That's what a lot of people are saying. They want him for
Yeah,
Batman.
at first when they like said like throw it out there, I was like no. And then the more I look at it, I'm like he definitely has the Bruce Wayne down.
I
feel like
would
if, you
rather
know-
him a Dick Grayson Batman. Just
Okay,
like a
I'm with you on
Nightwing
that.
who was kind of already on the older end to be a Nightwing, and then
Yeah,
Batman's on a
he-
magical dinosaur adventure.
He's too like he's got too good of a I don't know. He doesn't seem like a Batman character. But then again, I don't
Right,
know.
but it's a
Robert
Nightwing
Pattinson.
version of him making jokes. with Damien
I
murdering people.
never thought Robert Pattinson could do it, and he's doing it. So
He did it.
he did it.
Yeah.
He did it a little too long, but he did it.
So
He did it
I
a
don't know.
little less.
No,
could work.
He's just an extra asparagus.
I gotta rewatch it. Honestly, I gotta rewatch it. I'm due
I've
for a
seen
rewatch.
I've seen like 12 times.
Hands down, best Batmobile too. Like that
It
scene.
was pretty gas. Yeah.
And we were in the studio, not the studio. We were in the movie theater with like the better speakers, so like your seat started rumbling too. I'm just like, oh shit! And then come on. It's the best
That
movie.
one car chase scene beat the entirety of Fast and Furious.
Sick. Yeah.
That's fair. It was a good car chase. That's a whole
This
point
came-
for me, though.
This came after Fast and Furious, but I'm pretty sure Fast and Furious copied them. Pretty sure. This is where they got their idea from. They
Dude,
they
the
came to the
cinematography
future and got it.
alone gets to the 9.
They shared
The
the same
movie
studio,
could
I'm
have
sure.
no words and just the
Mhm.
cinematography, and it would be a 9.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a rewatch just for you.
I
Just
could cut
kidding.
off both my ears and stab both my eyes out, and this movie would still be a 10.
But you're also gonna never
I
read Tom
agree.
King again. That's the deal. I'll give it one rewatch, but you can't read Tom King ever again.
Me?
That's it. You're done. No more Tom King. You gotta disown him.
Me not read Top King?
You gotta disown. It's done. That's it. You gotta.
I don't really care if you don't like
Not a
Batman
fair
that much,
trade.
'cause no. He's writing current Wonder Woman. I can't just not read Wonder Woman.
Oh wait, he's gonna be the Wonder Woman.
No, he is
Absolute
on
Wonder
Wonder. He's
Woman?
like
No, who's
He's the
writing
main-
no,
Absolute?
No.
he's writing main continuity. Kelly Thompson's writing Absolute Wonder Woman.
Who cares about main continuity? All about Absolute,
No,
baby.
Kelly Thompson's great though. She's writing Birds of Prey right now, and it's really good.
Oh, Dimitri, that's up your alley.
I'm halfway in it. I think it's done, but I'm halfway in it.
It's like the one book I read.
Oh, Birds
You
of
know,
Prey.
yeah.
It's really good.
It's really
Jonathan-
good.
Or the all-in issue that just came out for like the new initiative is pretty cool. They got a new artist on it. It's pretty dope. I'm liking it.
Maybe that's new. Yeah, that's new. I gotta catch up.
Word. Well, we're gonna wrap up, guys. Subscribe and follow at Panelloids for your fix of comic book related news, rumors, leaks, reviews, and creator interviews. And join our Discord. Special thanks to the Cosmic Collector for joining us tonight. And make sure you hit the follow button on his page too, for his little grids that he does. He does grids, guys.
He does grids. They're great grids.
Thank you.
Gritty
I'm glad you
grids.
like
Daily
my grids.
grids.
The best grids.
The
The best
grittiest
grids of
of
all
grids.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Anytime.
Good job, everyone. Hugs and kisses.